Hello and welcome back to MultiVendorX. Today's video will be all about marketplace types in MultiVendorX. We hope that by watching the video on product management, you must have learned how vendors can add new products to their shop. In this video, we shall see the different types of product the vendors can add from their respective dashboard at their fingertips. Before we start with the vendor dashboard, let's enable View Admin settings to allow the vendors to upload different product types. From the admin dashboard, navigate to MultiVendorX module and make sure you enable the simple product type under marketplace type. Again, from the drop-down, hover over to MultiVendorX settings and then go to products. Beside the product type, select the virtual and the downloadable products, which we will cover shortly as we progress with the video. Beside the product field, select the option for your vendors to add details related to the products. For this video, let me select all the options. Let's learn about each product type one at a time. First, we will begin with the simple product. As always, the story begins from the vendor dashboard and then click on Add Product under the Product Manager and directly create a new product. Once transported, we can view a format where at the top is the product name field. Enter the product title followed by short and long description. In the long content field, you can describe your product, which can be as long as you want. Use the short description to add text beneath the product name. Now scroll down to the product data meta box where all the most important settings lies. Select Simple Product from the drop-down menu as a product type. Beside it, we will also see two checkboxes, of which we will cover shortly. The rest of the settings are divided down below: General, Inventory, Shipping, Linked Products, Attributes, Advanced, and Policies. By default, we start with the General section. The vendors can enter the general and the sale price here. You can also schedule a sale period in this tab itself. Clicking Schedule will open start and end date field for the sale. The next section going on the left is the inventory. Here you can set the SKU, stands for Stock Keeping Unit, which help identify your product. Choose to whether manage stocks for the product individually and define whether to allow back orders and more. If managed stocks remain unchecked, only the stock status option is visible in the inventory tab, and the single product page will only display the stock statuses if set to out of stock, and you will be responsible for updating the stock statuses manually. However, if managed stock is enabled, the options that will be visible are Stock Quantity. On updating the stock quantity, WooCommerce auto manages the inventory and auto updates the stock statuses as stock, out of stock, or allow back orders. This option can be selected if you wish to accept orders even when you are out of stock. Low stock threshold. Low stock threshold when the product stock reaches the amount mentioned by the vendor. The vendor will receive an alert mail. Enabling sold individually option makes sure that these items are bought one at a time. The linked product lets you sell upsells and cross sells. Using these upsells, we promote products that might be more profitable or have a higher quality. For cross sells, we show the related products to the customers. Attributes defines a product. You can either add a new attribute that was not previously created or can choose from a predefined global list of attributes set by the admin. Advanced tab. Add a note that can be sent to the customers after the product is purchased in the purchase note text area. The ordinary position of the product is determined by the numbers entered in the menu order. Enable or disable the customer feedback for the item by clicking or unclicking the Enable Review option. Policy tab. Add shipping, refund, cancellation, return or exchange policy. Lastly, add the main image of the product from the image field. You may either choose an image from the media library or upload a product image. This is all about how the vendors upload a simple product from their respective dashboard. To avoid making the video super long, follow our next tutorial to know about the other product types. Now let's come down to the last part, that is the virtual and the downloadable products. Now for avid readers like me, you may have come across libraries that gives you the option of downloading your favorite ebook like Kindle. Similarly to that, vendors can add products that can be downloaded by customers. Virtual products, on the other hand, refers to the products that are not tangible, namely services. As an example, you want a consultation with a doctor. The consultation hereby becomes a product someone is offering. So let's get down to the details on how to add a product like this. Let's offer software as an example of our virtual and downloadable products. Software is something one has to download and non-tangible at the same time. Hence a perfect fit. Like always, add the title, short and the long description with a proper image. For product type, select simple product and then tick virtual and downloadable. Virtual and downloadable product will only get activated when the product type is set to simple. Whenever we enable the virtual product, we can see a sudden rearrangement of the tabs. If we look more closely, then we can spot that the shipping tab is missing. As we already know, a virtual product is a product that cannot be bought or sold physically. Hence, the functionality of the shipping is not necessary here. This type of product includes services, warranties, or subscription. The functionality of all these tabs are almost similar. Let's not bore ourselves by repeating each tabs all over again. Lastly, if we enable the downloadable option, we can see that all the tabs are same, but under the general tab, there is some additional option, of which we shall be knowing about. There is the section called downloadable file, where the vendors can upload the file which will be downloaded from the customer's end. Once clicking on the add file option, the new field will be created where the vendors can enter the file name, attach the file link or either upload the file from their system or can delete the file respectively. The vendors can set the downloaded limit of the file for per day or week. Lastly, the downloaded expiry numbers can also be set, where the vendors can decide after how many days the downloaded file will expire. Once the expiry date is attained, the customers can no longer avail the content of the downloadable data. With this, we have come to the end of our video. If you liked the tutorial so far, then do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Hit on the small red bell to get notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you for watching.